What is going on, Jeromes? Yes, we are back. Baby is back home. Baby and mama are doing fantastic. We're on zero sleep. Does not matter. Like the football grind does not stop. Also, it's nice just to get away to the home office for a little bit. NFL honors went down last night, and of course, the major story for us Minnesota Vikings fans is Justin freaking Jefferson and Kirk Cousins singing. But Justin Jefferson, NFL Offensive Player of the Year, also had a couple of second place votes for MVP. We'll get into that because apparently this is the first year where it's been similar to the Heisman, where it's ranked choice. So you have first, second, third versus just voting for the winner. So there's been some interesting results here and there. But Jefferson led the league in receptions, led the league in receiving yards, flirted with 2K receiving yards as well, and very deserved to be the NFL Offensive Player of the Year. And it really is just the beginning for JJ. And we had a graphic. Oh, do we not bring the graphic up? A little bit slower than usual with the mental processing today. Bear with me. But our guy Will Rag at Sports Illustrated. Justin Jefferson's resume at age 23. 3-time Pro Bowl, 1-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team. Should have been first-team last year, but they went with Debo. Is what it is. 2022 NFL Offensive Player of the Year and MVP finalist. 476 catches, 25 yards, 26 total touchdowns. Most receiving yards ever through 3 seasons. 662 more than second place. 6th highest single season receiving yards ever. So it went pretty okay. And Jefferson is the future of the league, and it just seems like this is a prelude. Like this is the introduction to Jefferson constantly being at the NFL honors, winning MVPs, winning Offensive Player of the Years, all of that stuff. But so Kirk Cousins, I feel like once Kirk retires, like could he host a variety show on one of the major networks? Because not gonna lie, I feel like America is leaning into his cringe, like the dad cringe. He came out looking like Mr. T, wearing the Victory Ice. And then he all right. So Kelly Clarkson was like, oh, he's such a good singer. Not really. Like I know that Kirk does have the voice of an angel. We've seen the High School Musicals, but this wasn't it, man. This wasn't it. But he sang about Tom Brady winning Super Bowls and then retiring and all that stuff. So that's whatever. But into the awards. So Mahomes MVP. Yes, that makes sense. And Mahomes dominated the first place votes. Got 48 of the 50. And Jefferson, was a finalist. Must have been padded a lot with the second and third place votes. It's all good. But I don't know. How could you possibly say that Josh Allen had a better season than Mahomes or Hurts? I don't know. Like, hey, where's that AP voter live? Like Western New York? Is he from Syracuse? It's possible, man. Then Coach of the Year. So Brian Daboll. Yes, respect for what Daboll did, turning around Big Blue, getting the most out of Daniel Jones. And, of course, this is a regular season award, so the playoffs are not factored in. But Coach of the Year voting. So of the 50 first place votes, Daboll got 16. Shanahan, what he did, winning those all those consecutive games, also with Brock Purdy in there. Yes, that makes sense. McDermott for what he did with Buffalo. Yes, Sirianni, of course. Although you'll notice, all right, so the coaches of the 1 seeds, Sirianni and Andy Reid, only got 8 of the 50 first place votes, which is usually how it goes. It's not so much who is coaching the best team, because usually that team had expectations, but which coach does the most with the least. That's usually how it goes. Doug got 5 with the Jaguars. Respect. Dan Campbell got 1. Kevin O'Connell only got 1. 13 wins and division title with the team that went 8-9 last year. Interesting. The comeback player of the year, Geno Smith. Usually this is reserved for guys who come back from injuries. Geno is just bad. and then he had a great year. Respect to him. Jefferson, yes, offensive player of the year. Bosa win defensive player of the year. Also leading the league in sacks. What's interesting is that Micah Parsons didn't get a single first place vote. Offensive rookie of the year. So this is where that ranked choice voting comes in. So Garrett Wilson actually did not get the most first place votes. Seattle Seahawks running back Kenneth Walker III actually did. But through all the vote totaling, Garrett Wilson, G-Dub, got it. Sauce Gardner dominated defensive rookie of the year. Best moment of the year, Justin Jefferson's catch against the Bills, which is cool. Walter Payton Man of the Year going to Dak Prescott. Respect there. The Hall of Fame class that does not include Jared Allen, so I don't care. But Rondé gets in. Revis. I mean, Revis I mean, people forget Revis was probably the best cornerback of a generation, multiple generations, maybe one of the best in NFL history. Jumping Joe Thomas, the great left tackle for the Browns, even though he's a stupid Badger. Zach Thomas, the sawed-off linebacker who just got it done all the time for the Dolphins. DeMarcus Ware, very well deserved. And then the senior committee, Air Coryell, Chuck Howley, Joe Klecko, and Ken Riley getting in. FedEx, Aaron Ground Player of the Year, Burrow and Josh Jacobs, don't care. Ron Rivera, Salute to Service Award, the Celebration of the Year. How the Vikings not get in here? Like the bowling ball celebration, what the hell? The Bengals roller coaster celebration, so stupid, man. Fan of the Year, if it's not the Vikings, don't care. Bosa led the league in sacks. AP Assistant Coach of the Year, D'Amico Ryans. Number 1 defense with the Niners. Now he's the Texans head coach. Respect. Sportsmanship of the Year, Calais Campbell. Yeah, whatever. No, just kidding. Love me some CC. Angry one, Damon Pierce. That was a pretty good one against the Jaguars. Josh Jacobs led league in rushing. And then I Head and Shoulders never not working protection play of the year. Love all these sponsored awards, and George Kittle wins that one. Like, hey, never not working. Hey, how about the Vikings come back against the Colts? How about that? How about never not working, never giving up, never going to give you up, never going to let you down? But what's really most important here is Justin Jefferson, winning Offensive Player of the Year. I had been worried that there was going to be a weird split in the vote where someone was voting for Mahomes as MVP or and then some voting for another quarterback as Offensive Player of the Year, even though that is kind of weird. Offensive Player of the Year is sort of the, hey, here you go, to the receivers and running backs, since they're not really considered, well, running backs are at times for the MVP award, but yeah, Jefferson got it done this year, and I think that he did deserve to be an MVP finalist, and I think that he'll flirt with the MVP award throughout his career, because I think with the 18-game season coming up, I think that Jefferson will have multiple 2,000-yard seasons, and we'll just go from there. We are watching greatness. He's only 23. Extend him long-term. Keep him in purple for his entire career, and let's go, man. But also, no more Kirk Cousins singing. That's all. But your thoughts are thoughts. NFL honors. Justin Jefferson wins Offensive Player of the Year. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.